Good morning. Happy Monday. We are on our Monday mindset. And today, as I began to shuffle my cards, I was guided to change the way that I'm doing things and to talk about the purpose of contrast. And the purpose of contrast for our lives is to help us understand the difference between those things that we don't want and what we truly want, and to fine tune what we really do want. When you think about the weather, for example, if you live in a climate that is always the same, you may become a little bit blase about the weather and almost take it for granted. If you are driving back and forth to work and you live in with a spectacular view, again, you may get so focused on work, you may miss the idea, you may miss the beauty of the scenery that you're driving to. As a person who has always lived with four seasons, I can tell you that it's a wonderful thing to appreciate those shifts and those changes. And while I can tell you where my favorite seasons are at, there's a deep appreciation with the contrast. And so if it is sunny all the time, you may get bored with sunny. You may not appreciate the sun for the power that it has. But when you have that rainy day, that contrast can not only help you to appreciate the sunshine more, but it can also help you to appreciate the rain more. And you can see the power in both of those. Abraham Hicks talks about the contrast, and she talks about the fact that when we have contrast, when we are shown things that we do not like, when we experience things that are contrasting to what we want, it helps us to more effectively define what we do want. And so if you think that you want a house with 17 bathrooms and 30 bedrooms, or 17 bedrooms because everybody wants their own, you may quickly come to realize that that is far too much house for you, and you don't necessarily just want 17 bedrooms and bathrooms in your house. You also want someone who can clean those for you so that you don't have to do that. And so you can fine tune what you desire. You may feel the experience of that contrast of those things that do not align with your highest good. You may think you want a brand new car when you realize that what you want is the experience of the luxury and the dependability and the comfort, not just a new car, because you could get a new car that's a lemon. And so again, you fine tune what you truly want. It's about going to the experience, it's about going to the emotional response, that feeling that you have with whatever you want. And so I may think that I want that $1,000,000, but what would that give me? It would give me security and freedom and generosity and playfulness, as opposed to someone who may think they want $1,000,000 and realize that what it gives them is the idea of burden and fear and non lack of security because they're afraid someone's going to take that money from them. And so $1,000,000, while having that would be what they've asked for, it would not give them the experience that they are looking for. Being married, if we are looking for marriage, if you're not marrying a person that provides for you those experiences of the companionship and the fairy tale relationship that you think you're looking for, then the marriage itself is not going to be rewarding. It's not going to be what you want. So focus on the experience of what you want, the essence of what you're going to get from what it is that you desire, and allow that essence to vibrate within you. Look where you are already experiencing some of that essence. And it may be in the drive to work, the essence of the joy of driving and seeing a beautiful sunrise, the essence of that first sip of coffee when you go through a drive-through, the feeling of a beautiful crisp morning after you've been uncomfortably hot? What are those emotions that come for you? What is the experience that you're feeling? Look for the essence within the contrast so that you can more effectively define the life that you want. So that you can also more effectively be grateful for everything that you already have and how you are already experiencing so much of what you desire. Oftentimes, we think that we have to look farther and farther and farther ahead. But if we can be grateful for what we have, we can realize that the natural progression of life is going to allow us to continue to create more and more and more. Gratitude, essence, and gratefulness for the contrast. What a wonderful gift we are given. Have a spectacular week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.